One of the most meta casters for a very long time was Lieutenant Belica. She was really solid, stun, great damage output, good battlefield manipulation with her mana drone, and just a solid hero. Put a blink card on her and oh boy, she was a beast. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Hero Rework video. I am Sylphin. So, a few things right off the bat. One, this in no way represents what Unleashed Games is going to do with their Paragon 2 project. It is simply my idea that yes, I will send off to the team for consideration. 2, hero passives are coming back, so we have to think of what those passives would be and kind of come up with one that best suits what what that hero is designed for and what their role is in the draft lobby and in the hero roster. 3, I like the idea of quest mechanics, of sort of this: if you do something that defines a hero's purpose well with abilities, then you get rewarded and it's empowered. It helps you perform in a correct way, perhaps, and it helps reward good players for doing what you're supposed to with that hero. And 4, I think that heroes need a strong gameplay design theme, a strong gameplay role in the hero roster, or else there ain't much reason to pick them. To be honest with you, because I mean, if no hero does any one particular thing well, then you just pick any hero you want. So we need that for strategy reasons, of course. What is that niche with Belica? It was pretty clear. Pardon me, it was pretty clear, to be honest with you. She is the quintessential anti-caster / mana, because she ultimately plays off of mana. Control mage. Control either with her stun or her pseudo-zoning potential with her drone, stuff like that. Anti-caster / mana, control mage. Mage being she's fairly limited in her abilities range, but mage as in she deals the damage kind of in a sort of bursty nature. That is Belica. So what kind of passive best suits her? Well, Belica deals 0.03% additional mana, additional ability damage per point of the target's missing mana. So that's 30% additional damage at a target's 1,000 missing mana. So 15% additional damage when somebody's missing 500 mana, and 60% when somebody's missing 2,000 mana. Stuff like that. Maybe it should cap, maybe not. I probably should cap at some point, but essentially, guys, forget the numbers, because all I want to do is impress concepts to you, and then numbers can be balanced accordingly later on. So that's her passive. That's her. She deals more damage to people missing mana. That's her whole point. That's the whole point of her. Void Bomb. It's pretty much the same thing. Belica throws out a bomb, dealing damage and stealing 2, 3, 4, 5% of enemy heroes' current mana. I never really liked that it was a per unit hit. I always thought that maybe she shouldn't have that great of wave clear, being such a pseudo single target control-y sort of manipulative sort of mage. So that's why I did it this way. And stealing. So she steals enemy heroes' current mana. It's not maximum mana, just current mana. So remember that when you start getting to like 50% mana and stuff like that, that's very little. You're talking about very little amounts here. So don't be scared by that stealing, because it can definitely work numbers wise. After dealing damage with Void Bomb within 2 seconds of landing Seismic Assault on enemy heroes 15 times. Essentially, after comboing Void Bomb after Seismic Assault 15 times, Void Bomb also silences enemies for 1.5 seconds. So obviously really helps out against casters, mana users, even takes, like anybody. That's really strong as well. Yeah, the silence could maybe be for 1 second, 0.75 seconds, 0.5 seconds, a little micro silence. Who knows? Really awesome. Something else that can help her against those casters. Seismic Assault, it's basically the same. However, it's more like what you're seeing right there. Longer cast animation and a longer travel time, so it's more skill oriented, and it was just way too consistent. Way too consistent for a sizable stun on potentially multiple targets. Way too consistent. Has to be higher rate of return more risk involved for that ability, in my opinion. So there you go, 12-second cooldown. Void Drone. This got a rework, and oh boy, do I love this idea. An aerial drone constantly hovers around Belica, draining maximum mana from enemies within 1350 or like range basic attack range, and deals damage to enemies that cast an ability. Obviously, you have much less damage and much less mana drain. Lieutenant Belica can command the drone, though, for 40, 50, 60 for a mana cost to patrol a target location for 12 seconds, and then it returns to her, increasing its range for 2,400 units for the duration that it's stuck at that one location. It can be recalled earlier. 24-second cooldown, so you can't keep commanding it everywhere. It's just kind of like, oh, command this area for a little while as we control this objective, something like that. If the drone is destroyed, as it has some health to it, it returns after 90, 80, 70, 60 seconds. How awesome is that, to have this little drone flying around you? That would be so sick. Always draining mana, much less than before, dealing damage, less than before, obviously balanced appropriately, so that she's always doing something with that drone. It's always targetable. Enemies are always maybe trying to destroy it, playing off of it. Really cool idea that I would just love it. Love to see. Obviously the drone would have to be on much smaller, just kind of just to hover around her. Really cool idea. Really cool idea. Love it. Neural Disruptor, it's her ultimate. It's the same thing. Same, but higher base damage, as it won't have the missing mana damage bonus anymore, because she gets the ability damage, the additional ability damage from her passive. We're basically shifting her additional damage against missing mana from her ultimate and moving it to her passive that empowers all of her abilities. Neural Disruptor, it's just going to have a higher base damage, as it's not going to get that additional damage increase. It will, just from her passive. Just so you're not double dipping. You're not double dipping from a damage increase. And that's her Neural Disruptor. I thought of making it a skill shot, but to be honest with you, with a Void Bomb that takes longer to explode, a Seismic Assault that's slower animation, with a drone that, yes, it's automatic, but you have to kind of play around, like you have to kind of protect it, you know, it's I thought it needed the lock-on just to really hammer it home, right? To really hammer it home that she's a mage, here's a combo, and she can execute that well. I thought maybe it could be a skill shot, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Maybe let me know down in the comments. That is Belica, the anti-caster / mana control mage, with the constant drone that provides... It accentuates her thing much more. The mana steal on her Void Bomb accentuates her purpose even more. Seismic Assault with the slower animation makes it more of a skill shot, but with the quest in her Void Bomb, that's her thing. Seismic Assault in the Void Bomb, that is her thing. And you know what? Rewarding that and hopefully encouraging that is definitely good. Let me know down in the comments what you guys think about Lieutenant Belica, because she's consistent, she's solid, she serves a really unique purpose. Please like the video if you like it, dislike it, share it, the community, of course, guys, subscribe. If you guys like this content, want more of it, let me know down in the comment section below. Till next time, like always, guys, stay optimistic and positive.